We don't know what the reason is. Hannon Dalby's in. Bowls, and that's a good ball. And that's the thing about Hannon Dalby. He's usually right on the spot from the word go. And that ball on a very greenish pitch. Bamber races in, formerly of Middlesex. This ball is played past the fourth slip, who dives but can't stop the ball. It's disappeared from my view. They're going to... Yes, it's gone for 4.
Walter, bat raised high, looking to drive, and that's beautiful. It's straight, an attempt at a diving stop from Hannon Dalby. Now, is he wringing his hand a little bit? No, I think he's just frustrated that he didn't stop. As Elgar awaits Hannon Dalby, he's looking to drive this through the offside, and that's beautifully through the covers for 4. His first boundary.
Between Worcestershire and Hampshire, Bamber's in, bowls, and that ball's cracked away, and that may well go to the boundary from Paul Walter. As just looking to my left, the ball hits the boundary rope.
Charges in, right arm over the wicket to Elgar, down the leg side, and that may be off the pad, and it's gone for 4. It has, it evaded Kai Smith to his left. And Dalby across him again, driven beautifully, and that'll be 4. Once you get it through the infield, it's not going to be caught.
And that's a lovely straight drive, and that I think is 4 runs all the way, and indeed is.
As Hannon Dalby bowls, and he's driving through the air, and he's going to get 4 runs there, but he was a bit fortunate because that, again, reaching for a delivery that wasn't there to drive.
Bowling so economically, and thus giving the quicker bowlers much more of rest between spells. This one takes Walter on the pad, drops...
Runs away from us now and bowls to Elgar. Elgar cuts and gets 4 over the slips. Just a bit too wide, that delivery from Webster.
Rothesay bowls again to Elgar. Turns this down to the vacant fine leg boundary. It was very nicely played, actually. All he's done is...
Barnard approaches once more. And Walter is flicking this. Is he just over the head of mid-wicket? There was a bit of risk about that. He'll get 4 on this occasion.
Webster bowls, and that's pulled and brilliantly caught at mid-wicket. That is a good catch, because that was hit with some...
When the wicket should be hard and dry. Barnard in, just back of a length, and worked very neatly through a straight mid-wicket by Webster, and he's timed that immaculately, and it will go all the way for 4. As Barnard gets the ball to a right-hander now, Westley, but he's put it into the pads, and Westley will tuck that away to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. Just struggled a bit to find his line, Ed Barnard, early on, 77 for 1.
Barnard's in, bowls, and that's nicely back cut to the third man boundary, 89 for 1.
Charlie round the wicket to Walter, who's looking to launch him here, and he's got plenty of that. Towards long on and over long on for 6.
Yates bowls, and Westley has worked this ball away down towards the fine leg boundary. A bit of a chase round will be successful and keep it down to a couple. So 107 for 1, and that I think is going to be it for the morning session here. 107 for 1.
Proceedings after in bowls to Walter, and that's short of a length and not much pace, but he gets nicely in behind it, defends it and bowls, and that should be it. A lovely shot to get to his 50 by Walters, who will bring in 4, I think. A valiant effort there by the fielder out on the...
And Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, as the first ball of Rothesay's new spell is launched over mid-wicket by Walter.
Bowls. Westley drives for 4. Lovely shot. Over pitch delivery, driven on the onside of the wicket and into the boundary for 4.
Yes, all my pleas are plaintive, but you're quite right, as this ball is driven for 4. A lovely shot from Westley. Bowls again, that's a little bit short, and it's nudged down to third man, who won't go to the boundary. I think they will be able to make 2 out of it. And that's Tom Westley's 50. 51, 107 deliveries.
Leaning forward, propping his head against the glass of his balcony, as this is lofted by Walter. He's got enough of it. Is it all the way? I think it's going to be 1 bounce. No, it's just bounced over the rope. Just beyond the rope and in front of the advertising hoarding. Rothesay skips in again. He's lifted once more by Walter, and this one's gun barrel straight. 1 bounce for 4.
Yes.
Barnard comes in to bowl to Westley, who's cutting him nicely through square for 4. Beautifully played. Barnard in. Back of a length and forcing shot off the back foot. He's got a lovely angle on this. It's quite a chase for Gianni. He's not going to be able to get there though. Beautifully timed and placed by Westley. I don't know.
Rothesay bowls to Walter. King's a bit low, and that has been caught at slip. And Walter, who is an honest man, knew that that was safely taken. Rothesay bowls. Cox comes down the wicket very nicely, deflects it down to third man. I wouldn't call it a late cut, but they've taken 2, and they'll be happy with that. And it's 210 for 2 at tea.
But we'll see.
Bamber in then. Bowls and Peel there. Bamber again. Excuse me. Bowls to Westley, flicks it off the pads. That's going down for 4 runs to fine leg. There's a man at deep backward square. No hope of cutting that off.
Bamber once more in bowls, and Westley hits that one off the back foot for 4. And that's a lovely shot. Too short, too wide. And for a batter in his 80s, he's not going to miss out on that. Just
269 for 3 centuries for Tom Abel and James Rue. Their big partnership continues, and this next ball is reverse swept. It's actually very well played, I have to say, by Jordan Cox there.
Barnard in bowls, and that's smashed through the onside. I don't think he's going to get wrong this time, is he? No. That's gone for 4 short.
As Rothesay comes in, you probably hear a plane rather irritatingly flying above, and that's beautifully played off the back foot for 4 by Jordan Cox. It was too short from Rothesay.
Barnard bowls, and Westley's edging this one for 4. I think it's going on towards the third man boundary. The chase is on. It's a futile chase. 100 here for Westley, and a very well played 100. Not the way he would have wanted to go to 100, an outside edge. As this one is short, and he's bowled him. It's a long hop, really. And that could have gone anywhere, but
At least trying to keep things tidy here. Doesn't want to be conceding boundaries. Westley drives him nicely here though, and that will be 4. That's just an immaculate extra cover drive. There's a fair gap between the cover boundary fielder Webster.
Bowls. Oh, that's pushed away through the offside. It's going up towards the point boundary. The ball, will it win the race? It's a close race, but not close enough for the fielder.
Go down very quickly. Bamber in, he's wrapped on the pad there. There's an appeal for LBW that was not of great merit. Here's Bamber in to bowl once more, whipped off his pads by Westley, and he finds the gap on the leg side behind square for 4. Not a great return over that from Bamber.
Hannon Dolby bowls. Oh, that's a beautiful shot, and it will get 4. As they say, that's the area that any batsman, even a tail ender, likes the ball to be pitched. Being bright sunshine, bowls, and that's flicked away through the onside. I think that's going to be another boundary. That's going to be a futile chase. The ball wins the race again, and Hannon Dolby looking for swing. No swing involved.
Maybe against him as Bamber continues to bowl to Critchley, who clouts this through mid-wicket. Just lent on the ball that was up in towards his pads. Bamber once more. Oh, and this time he does nick off. A swing and a little edge, and the warning of the previous ball was not heeded by Critchley. Bamber gets his first wicket here for the first few days, as Bamber is driven beautifully through extra cover for 4. So he's having been given a bit of a freebie to get off the mark. He then produces a considerably more impressive shot.
Webster bowls. Nicely played by Allison. That's beautifully played away to the square boundary, just fractionally backward of square. Very nice back cut from.
And Dolby bowls back of a length, and this is carved for 4. It just sits up and is dispatched by Allison. And there's the example. No need to take a risky shot. The bad ball comes along. It is a funny way that the season develops these days. Webster short, pulled by Allison in front of square, and Hannon Dolby hasn't got a price on that. Even if it was a little scamperer out there, they wouldn't have had a.
Will there be a wicket off the last ball of the day? No. They do think about a single. It's not taken. And the players head off for the sanctuary of the pavilion. We've run over by 25 minutes, but I've seen a lot worse than that.